everybody. My name is Jala Washington. I am 25 years old. I am from Indianapolis, Indiana. Actually grew up in Carmel, Indiana. For those of you who know the Midwest, everybody is like, they've got their feelings about Carmel. I've got two siblings, older sister, she is 32, and a younger brother who is 20. Two parents, loving parents, Stacy and Clifford Washington. They've been married for 25 years. My sister, she's got two kids. She's married. Her kids are 5 and 3. RJ and Adele, my niece and nephew. Love them. I, once again, went to Ball State University, where I graduated in 2017, which feels like it was just yesterday, but I guess that's, 3.5 years ago now. Whew, man. I feel so, every time I say it, it's like shocking. It really is. But yeah, my parents, they have been married for 25 years, as long as I've been alive. Very, very loving. As far as my faith, I did grow up religious, but we were that family that only went to church on the holidays. My family is going to kill me for saying that. It's so true though. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. And it's funny because my dad actually grew up in the church like every day. So I don't know, it's like maybe different generations, and I think he wanted his kids to have like a choice of like what they wanted to believe. I mean, like, we believed in God in my house, and we believe in God, and it was like, oh, you gotta have faith and you gotta trust the process. But I guess like my dad just didn't want to shove religion down our throats, maybe the way that it was shoved down his throat. So I really kind of got closer with God and kind of found more of a church family when I graduated college and moved to Amarillo, Texas. So the family that I got pretty close with out there, they actually, my dad's frat brother, he's a Kappa, my dad. I'm rolling my eyes because he loves being a Kappa. His frat brother's brother just so happened to live in Amarillo and have a whole family there. So right away before I moved, it's just funny how things work out, and it really does kind of show that there is a higher power that's kind of helping control everything and looking out for you. So they immediately took me under their wing. Julianne and Erica Reese, great people. So yeah, their family, they actually own a church. Their parents are, Erica's parents are pastors. So yeah, I started going to church out there. I mean, I didn't really have a choice. They were like, oh, you're coming to church. And yeah, I just really, being in Amarillo, I had a lot of challenges. It was really hard. I was really lonely. I was like by myself, moved away for the first time. Like, it's shocking. You really don't know how much you're really going to have to adapt and overcome when you do something like that. But I think that it brought me closer to God. It really did. Like, I always joke, and I'm like, I went to Amarillo, Texas and found Jesus, for real. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me and my family. Also very, very close with the women in my family. So we've got my cousin. She's got 3 kids. Or she has 4 kids now because she just had a baby. And then my aunt, she is in Arizona. She's the youngest of my mom's bunch. And then my mom, as I mentioned, is a twin. So yeah, we're all very, very close. And then of course my sister. And yeah, we're all very similar but very different. But it's kind of nice to kind of go through life together in the different stages and still be so connected. Something I didn't mention, I was an athlete in college. Actually, my whole life, that's all that I did. Gymnastics was my life. So I really didn't have time, and I did it in college. I was a D1 athlete at Ball State. Did it all 4 years. Actually did it without a scholarship, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because that's a lot of work not to be getting paid for it. But honestly, it ended up helping me because it teaches you a lot of discipline. You build a lot of great relationships, and I wouldn't change a thing. Like, I was happy when it was over, loved it, but like, my life was gymnastics all the time. But yeah, that's why I wasn't able to really join any major organizations or anything like that outside of athletics in college. Ooh, 17. Okay, I actually know this off the top of my head, just because this is something I'm just now starting to realize. It is okay if people don't understand you, and it is okay if you feel like, I guess, you're misunderstood. And I don't mean that in an angsty way, but I think growing up, I really thought that I had to be liked by everybody. I had to be accepted. And I think that there is beauty in just owning who you are. And at 17, I don't know if any 17-year-old really owns who they are. I mean, I'm a lot. I really am. Like, I feel like I'm pretty down to earth, but I know that, I've got some quirks about me. I am a perfectionist. I like things done right. I like things done a certain way. And I'm not saying that it's my way or the highway, but sometimes that can be intimidating when, you go about doing things a certain way, or you are confident and you're kind of afraid to show the confidence because you don't want people to think that, oh, you're full of yourself. So I think that if I would tell my 17-year-old self anything, it would be to just own who you are, and whoever wants to be in your life will be in your life. I'm laughing because my boyfriend is like, you're on this female empowerment kick. He keeps telling me that. And I really am about like women uplifting women. I don't know. I just think you don't have to play by anyone's rules but your own, And I'm not saying to just be out here being wild or not caring about how you present yourself, but I think that living your best life is truly doing what makes you happy and, doing your best to really not try to worry how it's going to come off. At the end of the day, it's your life. It's not anyone else's. I would say my aha moment. I don't know if you've ever heard of The Secret or if you've ever read The Secret. There's like a film, and then it's also a book. Me and my friends read it. Becca, two of my friends, I really didn't have a lot of friends in Amarillo, but a couple of my friends that I'm so close with in Amarillo, we read this book called The Secret, and it really just talks about the law of attraction and really kind of saturating your atmosphere and really putting out what you want. And I mean, like, when I would hear that before, I would say, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, law of attraction. But like, seriously, like, words are so powerful. So my aha or eureka moment would be knowing that whatever I want, say it and go for it, and it will happen. You don't know when it's going to happen, but seriously, you can manifest and, attract anything toward you as long as you truly believe it and you speak those positive words of affirmations to yourself. I would say Michelle Obama. I really would. I read her book, Becoming. She is just so poised and like so down to earth. Like, she embodies like what I think every Black woman strives to be. I really do. So I would love to just sit down and have a conversation with her, like, about her journey. Because also, even what people put out there, I feel like there is still always so much more to the story. And I always like to just have those one-on-one conversations with people to like really get the tea, seriously. And yeah, I'm just extremely in awe by her and how together she is and how she's just always uplifting those around her and how she carried herself. And you can tell how much she's admired, by her family, by her husband, by all of those around her. So I would love to sit down with Michelle Obama. So we talked about the law of attraction and saturating your atmosphere. You know what? I think I really want to go national one day. I do. I think I want to go national. And I feel like I've been getting a lot of signs lately. Like, I'll have random people telling me like, oh, like, you just, something about you, like, I could just see you on network and I don't know. I'm starting to lean more toward it, but I think that I would really like to accomplish being a network correspondent, reporter at some point in time in my life. Something that I would like to witness. I would like to witness a Black female president. That is what I would like to witness. And even if she's not Black, I would like to see a female running the White House. But I'm not going to get into politics. But yeah, I would like to see a woman in charge. I think that, I mean, man, I think our country would be a place to be reckoned with if you had a woman in charge. I want to go to Paris. I've never been to Paris. I did live in Spain for a little bit when I was in college. I did an internship over there, so I was over there for maybe 3 months or so. Absolutely loved it. Wanted to travel around Europe. Didn't have the opportunity to. seeing the Eiffel Tower and all the lights, and I just want to experience that culture there. So yeah, I would love to go to Paris. A quote that inspires me, I've got it right here on my phone. Your path is more difficult because your calling is higher. I think that embodies honestly my life. And don't get me wrong, like I haven't ever had like any extremely tough struggles. I'm super, super blessed for that, and I recognize that. But I do think that I've been through things here and there to where I'm always like, oh, why can't it just be like this? Like, I'm working hard, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Why can't it just work out? So yeah, I think that that is a great quote to live by. I'm about to move in with my boyfriend. So right now I'm reading the 5 love languages because I mean, seriously, that is important. Like, it's hard to understand somebody if you don't like understand how they operate, seriously. So like there are some times where I'm like with my boyfriend, I'm like, we've been together for 9 years, how do you still not get it? And I think that it does come down to like knowing each other's love languages. So because we're about to move in together, that's kind of something that I'm reading right now. Something on my reading list. I've got a whole stack of books. You know, a book I have not finished that I want to finish, and it's old? Gabrielle Union's book, We're Gonna Need More Wine. So that is definitely on my reading list that I want to finish over the holidays. So Vito, You Got It. I don't know if you've heard that song where he's like, you got it, or what is it? How does it go? Big show credit, girl. You got it. Yeah, it's a good female uplifting song. I like that song right now. Actually, it's the new Kanye West gospel album. It's not that new, but I don't know if you've heard it. Really, really great, like vocals and powerful, powerful songs on that album. But then I also am kind of rocking with Ariana Grande's new album, actually, right now too. And then anything J. Cole, Drake. I gotta get my rap in there. My life as a woman is full of love, flavor, spice, sass, and endless opportunities. What I love about El Paso is the mountains and the food, for sure. I believe El Paso can be more inviting by recognizing there are different cultures outside of El Paso and being more accepting of that. I'm not saying that, El Pasoans aren't welcoming. They are very welcoming, but, being more inviting when it comes to listening to other viewpoints or other perspectives that, maybe don't align with what you believe or what you've experienced yourself here in El Paso. What the world needs now is understanding and a mutual respect for people who do not look like you, who do not speak like you, or who did not grow up like you. One place in the borderland that I think everybody needs to go to is White Sands. Absolutely beautiful out there. I actually wanted to take my parents when they came in town, but we're not going to have enough time. But it is like unreal. And I know a lot of people who've grown up here who are like, oh yeah, we've never made it out there. And I'm like, how have you not been out there? It's so close. It is beautiful, so relaxing. I think it's maybe like $5 to get into the park. So that is definitely a gem for our area. My personal message for El Pasoans, I want you guys to continue being loving and fun and accepting. But when I say that I want you guys to be accepting, I want you guys to be accepting of things that maybe you don't necessarily understand or out of the norm of, the way that El Pasoans do things. And I want you guys to really, really go out of your way to try to connect with those who do not look like you, to make sure that you really are trying to truly understand what everyone in this community might be experiencing or going through, who are very different than you. And that would be my biggest message for El Pasoans. As a farewell message, I don't want to say farewell, I want to say see you later, obviously. I do want everybody to know, since I've been here in El Paso, I've been overwhelmingly loved and supported by majority of people. Moving away from home a little over 3 years ago was really, really hard for me. Honestly, the morning that I moved, I did not want to go. I really didn't. I didn't have a choice. I'd signed a contract, got a job. And having lived in another city and, feeling a little bit more alone, like I really didn't feel connected as much with that community since I've been here, that has not been the case at all. Everybody has just been super, super welcoming. And I feel like I've made stronger relationships here than what I've made anywhere else in my entire life. So I think that says a lot about El Paso and the people, and you guys really embracing people who you feel embraced by. So thank you guys so much for everything. Absolutely love it here. There's no way that I'm not going to come back. So yeah, just thank you for making me one of your own. Even if you don't always, understand me, I'm trying to understand you guys. So I hope that since I've been here, I've been able to leave my mark on the community. And again, just thank you guys for welcoming me here. This is not a goodbye, El Paso. It's a see you later para ellos que hablan español. No es una adiós, es un verte muy pronto. Gracias.